Friends, here we're talking about different ways to pass JSON data as an input to JQ command. See, first of all, this is the syntax for JQ command. And here we are talking about what are the different ways to pass JSON data as an input to JQ command. See, while working with the JQ command, your input could be a file or command output or even directly JSON array or JSON object. Now let me explain about this concept just by taking identity filter as a logic to parse JSON data and also without any options. I mean like this. But be clear, you can pass any logic here to parse your JSON data. Just to explain about this concept, I am taking a very simple filter called identity filter in place of logic to parse JSON data. Now here this input, it could be a file, command output or even directly JSON array or object. Now suppose if your input is from a file, then how you can pass that file as an input to JQ command? Very simple. See that JQ command with some logic, simply your file name. That file name could be any file. Only thing is that must be have a JSON data. That's it. So if you want to pass your input as a file to your JQ command, this is the syntax. Now suppose if your command output is a JSON data, then how you can pass that command output as an input to JQ command? See, basically we have two ways for it. Let me go with one by one. See, first of all, let me take one of the command where we will get output as a JSON data. So if I take this command, see the output, you are getting output as a JSON data. Now this output, if you want to pass as an input to JQ command, then how we can pass it? See, first of all, this output we are getting from this command. Now that command output we have to pass as an input to JQ command. Very simple. See, first of all, you have to start with your JQ and after that options, if required, we will pass. And then the logic which you want to work with your JSON data, that we will write inside quotations. As of now, that is identity filter. So after that, you have to use triple less than symbols and then double quotations, dollar, parenthesis. This is the syntax. Inside parenthesis, you have to keep the command where you are going to get output as a JSON data. That's it. This is one way. There is one more way. That is, you just take your command and then use pipeline, then your JQ command, options, then the logic which you want to work with your JSON data. That's it. Both are valid. You can go with any one of that. But I prefer to use this syntax. So we have two syntaxes to pass any command output as an input to JQ command. These are the two. You can go with any one of that. And finally, suppose if you want to pass JSON array or object as an input to JQ command, then how we can pass it? Let me show you that. See, suppose I have an array, JSON array like this. Now this array, if you want to pass as an input to your JQ command, this is the syntax. Simply JQ, options, logic. As of now, logic is simply identity filter, then triple less than, and then your array you have to write inside single quotation. Be clear on that. Same way, suppose if you want to work with any object, you have to keep your object inside single quotation. Then here you can write any data for your object. That's it. And there is one more way, that is simply display your array or object using echo command and on that output apply your JQ command. So this is applicable even for JSON object. That's it. Again, here also I prefer to use this syntax to work with your JSON array or object. So directly to work with JSON array or object, these two are the syntaxes. Okay, thank you.